Hey guys, it's Siobhan with To Kitty and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing monthly horoscope readings and this is for Leo for January 2020. Now, this can apply to Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and I also recommend that you check out your other signs as well. So if this is your Sun sign, check out your Moon and Rising sign videos to get a clearer overall understanding of the energy that is affecting you in January. Also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not all of the information or messages will resonate with everybody. Just take what does resonate with you and leave the rest here. All right, so let's jump into it. Current self energy, you guys have the Queen of Pentacles. The theme of the month is the Five of Swords. That's funny because I was pre-shuffling and this actually fell out onto the floor. The obstacle to overcome is the King of Wands. That one fell on the floor too. These two were meant for you guys. Okay, that's good to know because I pre-shuffled and then I reshuffled and then I split the deck and then I pulled these off the top and those two still came out. So that's meant for you. Obstacle to overcome, you have the Nine of Pentacles. The major accomplishment is the Three of Pentacles. What to avoid, you have the Chariot. What to embrace, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Where to find support, you have the Three of Wands, and the advice and encouragement is the King of Swords. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune just came up in the Cancer reading as well, although it came up in their current self position. But I do see a lot of Pentacles here and the Wheel of Fortune. So if you guys have Cancer in your chart, definitely check out that video because it was all about karmic cycles and a vow of poverty as it relates to being able to manifest. Okay, so your current self energy right now, Leo, is coming up as the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Dryad. I really love this imagery because it's like this tree woman. They're like wood nymphs almost. And I see this as you guys really getting grounded when it comes to this new year. So starting new, really natural, rooted, grounded practices so that you guys are really feeling connected to the earth, really connected to your abundance and your ability to create abundance. And I mean, I hope you guys can see the imagery there, but she's just like surrounded in butterflies and plants and she looks really, really happy. So I see you guys being able to get to that point. You've also got the Nine of Pentacles. So you guys are really coming into your own when it comes to finances. Now, the theme of the month, though, you have the Five of Swords. So I see this as, the traditional meaning of the Five of Swords is kind of like this everybody loses kind of a situation when the ego and conflict comes into play. It's like winning for the sake of winning, but winning at the cost of hurting other people. Now, I like what they've done with the Five of Swords in this deck, where they've depicted this energy as an angel. So the opposite of the conflicting energy of the Five of Swords is this reconciliation, forgiveness, finding a higher perspective, and, taking the high road when it comes to conflicts with other people. Definitely getting that higher perspective here and finding peace instead of battling just for the sake of being right. So I see this as the theme of the month being about you finding your inner peace, which is therefore allowing you to manifest and to work with others potentially as well. But I'll get into that as we move forward. But I really see this as you guys coming into your own as it relates to your ability to create, and whether or not you're working with other people or whether you're creating and doing this on your own, there is this new understanding that you're coming to wherein before there may have been petty kind of conflicts or disagreements at work or in the relationships that were around you. Now you're kind of realizing that compromises your integrity, that compromises your ability to create from a higher vibrational sense of feeling and emotions. So it was just not worth it, right? Like getting into all of these situations and having the ego need to be right was detrimental to your angelic self, to your higher self, right? So you're now getting back your wings, your ability to transcend that, to rise above that, to not fall into that old trap anymore. Now, the key goal for the month of January 2020, Leo, is the King of Wands. And this is beautiful because I really see this as your energy. This is you guys really standing in your empowerment. The King of Wands is a fire sign. It's even got the little Leo sign down in the bottom there, and the Cancer one. So if you guys have Leo and Cancer, this is specifically for you, because this reading and the Cancer reading have some similarities, but they're opposite. They're complete opposites. So you may be experiencing this push-pull between these two types of energies. But anyways, the King of Wands here is really about you guys standing in your power, being able to create, being able to tune into that higher aspect of yourself that allows you to create from the ground up. That's what I'm really seeing with the Queen of Pentacles as well. This is, and I just got a big pitch change in my left ear, which is ability to create and manifest at a physical level. This is physical changes, things that you may have not accidentally, you may have activated your Kundalini energy. I just got that message come through for somebody. This may not apply to everybody, but I'm feeling that you've been receiving energetic activations and you've been integrating them. And it's kind of, it's brought you online at a higher level. So there's this higher aspect of yourself that's now come online, and you're starting to be able to work with it. Whereas before there was some resistance there, or there was still lessons to learn around it, so you hadn't quite gotten there. But this month you've either gotten there or you're getting there, and you're receiving these activations to move forward. Okay, so the obstacle to overcome you have is the Nine of Pentacles, which is Frankenstein. This is an interesting sort of correlation between the Nine of Pentacles and Frankenstein, but I really see this as you guys, you're coming into your own, you're reactivating yourself, you're really standing in your power, but it can still feel a little bit difficult. It may still feel a little bit like an obstacle to see this transformation take place really at a tangible scale in your life. So you can feel the difference energetically, emotionally, but seeing like the physical payoff of that, it may seem like an obstacle to you. It may seem like it's taking a little bit longer than you expected, or that it's requiring a lot more effort than you thought it would, but just kind of ride with that, like go with that process, continue to find what works for you, because this is ultimately paying off. It is coming together, and you will be able to create new life, basically, is what this Nine of Pentacles is representing. You're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labors, having successfully created this project, or from the energy activations that you've been undergoing. Now, again, these energy activations that you're getting are at a physical level. So this is clearing out a lot of energy physically, which can seem like an obstacle when it happens, because it's purging, right? You have to purge to be able to clear some of this stuff out. And sometimes that can be really uncomfortable. But I feel like you're, again, with this Five of Swords being such a positive sort of a take on that energy, I see you guys embracing the challenge and embracing the obstacle and really creating something magnificent, something that's never really been done before by you. This is something brand new for you, that while simultaneously being new, it's also closing out an old cycle. So again, with endings, we get new beginnings, which makes sense. So the major accomplishment you guys have is the Three of Pentacles. So I see this as you guys putting in the work, really training, practicing your craft, getting better at your skill. And you're not even really training anymore. You're just doing it. You're putting it into practice. You've completed the training, and now you are just kind of continuing to work at it until you get better and better and better. And normally the Three of Pentacles is shown with like a couple of people working together to create something kind of as a team. But this one, they've got a dwarf and he's by himself, and he's just slayed what appears to be an ogre. So I see you guys having kind of, you're working alone, but you're not alone. Like the work that you're doing is in relation to other people, but you're doing a lot of it at the level of self. That's what I'm seeing. So you're working on yourself. And although we don't have the Hermit here. Because I feel like you're coming out of that Hermit phase. I feel as though there was some level of hermiting in the past that was required for you to tune into and create these activations for yourself, or to clear your energy enough to be able to allow them to integrate. And now they're basically coming online, like you've received the download, now your system is rebooting and coming up online, and you're now learning to use the new skills that you just downloaded. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles is really you guys just standing in your talent. You guys have a lot of talent and you've been training at something, and now you're really standing in that talent, showing it off potentially as well, putting it out there to the world. Now, the Chariot has come up as what to avoid. The Chariot can be viewed in two different lights. Some people view this as an active energy of movement forward and success. Others see it as a period of pause, because in the traditional tarot, the Chariot was shown not moving, even though it was potentially going to move forward. There was like this period of pause and planning. So this Chariot, though, they've got the Centaur, which is, he's got an action stance going. So I really see this as you guys wanting to move forward with something really fast, especially with the King of Swords here. Something to do with this way of thinking that you've gotten to this higher level with the Five of Swords. But because this is happening at a really physical level, it takes longer to integrate. It takes longer to see the results. So you may just be required to have a little bit of patience at this time, because what you're manifesting, what you're creating, what you're balancing within yourself, and how you're activating and moving forward is actually really quick in like all things considered. But the physical ego, it just has a tendency to be impatient. That's just what it does. So just kind of be aware of that. And trust that you're moving forward exactly as you're supposed to, and that you're getting to exactly where you're wanting to go, where you're needing to go, and there will be success there if there hasn't already begun to show the signs of success. I really feel like you feel successful already, and that is what's getting this energy to really start to reflect back to you. So because you feel successful, because you feel good about what you're doing, you've put in some work, you're really standing in your power, you're feeling confident in your abilities and your talents and in what you've learned and what you can do. And so now it really is just a patient process of seeing that really reflected back to you in terms of finances and in terms of recognition from other people. Now, what to embrace, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So this is really putting an end to the old cycle that was keeping you limited in any way, shape, or form. This is also embracing this new cycle. So embracing the new opportunities that this cycle holds for you. And the Wheel of Fortune can bring good fortune. So because of the way that you're feeling, you're manifesting from that place, right? So it's not just your intention when you manifest, it's also how you feel. So if you're feeling really good, you're feeling empowered, you're loving what you do, you're feeling passionate, then this is really, again, you're going to see the results of that physically, but it may take a little longer than your mind would hope. So again, temper that knowledge with a little bit of patience as this unfolds. It may not all come together in January, but you're really laying the groundwork right now moving forward for the rest of the year. So 2020 is going to be an abundant year for you. I just feel that. So you're very much ending an old cycle and creating this and manifesting this new one from this place of abundance. So where to find support? You guys have the Three of Wands. So Leo, this really is about investing. You're really, really focusing and investing your energy, and you're putting in the work. You're putting in the night hours. You're working a lot. I see that because the brownie is very dedicated, very goal oriented. I mean, like, I don't know if you guys ever were in brownies. It's like guides, but like the lower level of guides. And, you get your little patches and you like learn all these new things and you acquire so much knowledge. And then you do get rewarded for that by leveling up, basically. Like you graduate, you get certain rewards, especially like if you were selling cookies and stuff. The more work you put in to sell the cookies, the more chance you're going to have of winning, which is that Wheel of Fortune. It's like that luck, right? The more work you put in, the better luck you're going to have. So I really see you guys putting in the extra hours. You guys are like working nights, you're working days, you're really putting it in, you're really focused. You're really, really focused and grounded. And although that can be a little bit tiring if you push yourself too much, I don't see that for you guys. I see you guys as actually doing this in a really balanced and healthy way, and that it's paying off, and you can feel it paying off. You may be working more than you did in the past, almost, but because you love what you're doing, it's no longer draining to you. You're working the same or more, but it feels less because you really enjoy and you're feeling passionate about what you're doing. And you're feeling successful because of your new acquired skills and your ability to use them. And those are sought after skills as well, because I see other people here, you know, especially with the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, this is you guys creating some kind of a business, some kind of a service, some kind of a trade. And that's really going to pay off. So the advice and encouragement here you have is the King of Swords. So this, I see he's a Viking, but I see this very much as keeping that higher ideal and keeping your mind very, very clear and on that higher ground. So instead of reversing or regressing back into those old habits of thought that kind of created drama in the past or roped you into drama, disempowered, de-empowered, that disempowered you or created separation, then this is you really standing in your power. The Viking is strong. He's very clear-minded. He has very, very strong beliefs as well. You know, they were not afraid to ride into battle because they knew that even if they died, it was a warrior's death and they would transcend and rise to Valhalla. So they're very, very belief oriented, very, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's like right on the tip of my tongue and I can't figure it out. I don't know. They're just very strong minded. And you guys are really tapping into that power within yourself. So you're stepping into your willpower, not only to manifest, but to create change within yourself. Because that willpower doesn't have to be directed outside of you. When it's directed inwardly, that willpower can really, really shift all of the external factors in your life. Because when you change yourself, you change everything around you. And it may be over a period of time, but you will see the results of that. Okay, so let's grab an Archangel Oracle card to close out the reading for you guys. Leo, what messages for Leo from the Archangels? Oh, you got 3. Okay, usually we just get 1. Leo, bonus. Okay, so you have moon cycles. That's so funny that Cancer, they got that as well. Moon cycles, spiritual understanding. I saw that in the pre-shuffle. I had a feeling that was going to come out. And patience. Yeah, so that's what I was seeing with the Chariot, which is not something that the Chariot is normally associated with, but for some reason that's what came through. So patience, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Spiritual understanding, yeah, that's that 5 of Swords energy. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. So that's really the King of Swords energy. That's that spiritual truth. They believed so heavily that Valhalla existed and that they would be, you know, they would receive that deliverance that, of course, it becomes real because whatever we believe in, it allows us to transcend and to create that because we manifest, we're creators. So anyway, that's that higher level of understanding. That's that Five of Swords and the King of Swords energy. And the moon cycles. So notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. So this could be doing some kind of moon rituals, some kind of a moon clearing at the full moon, and manifestation, setting your intentions at the new moon, using the moon's cycles and the fluctuations of energy to help you to manifest physical abundance in your life. So setting these intentions, meditating, connecting with that energy, receiving these higher information, integrating the downloads like you've been doing, and then tending the garden, just continually tending the garden. And I see that you're very much growing this garden. There's like this huge abundance that's coming for you. So just keep up the good work. Like what you're doing is working, whether or not you're seeing it yet. I feel as though you're not quite seeing like physical abundance, but you're feeling a lot better about what you're doing. You're feeling the change. And that is the most important part. Once you feel abundant, it's really just a matter of time at that point until you receive it, until you see it. So keep doing that. Keep investing in yourself. Keep growing whatever it is that you're doing. If it's a project, a business, a career, just your spiritual journey, whatever it is, it's working. So keep it up. All right, Leo, that was your reading for January 2020. I really hope that this resonated with you. And if it did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to get a little bit more in detail, or if you are requiring any kind of spiritual counseling or healing, then please reach out to me. All of the information will be in the description box below this video. Just hit the show more button or the little reverse triangle, and you'll get a drop-down list of all of my services and offerings, how to contact me, how to book a reading or a Reiki session, etc. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, for being here. I love you, and we will see you next time. Bye.